So, folks, this was a video that really made the rounds, up to 7 million views at the moment I clipped it. Here's Nancy Mace saying, "Some unhinged lunatic, a man wearing Daisy Dukes at a makeup store, got in my face today. Dems are nuts, so I went off and won't be backing down. I hold the line 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Try me." Now, you tell me in this video who was the belligerent lunatic, all right? The Constituent or Nancy Mace?
I do them every year.
Every year.
You want to keep going?
Do any more this
you want
year?
to keep going and keep harassing me? You could have gone to a dozen
town
town halls last year.
I asked if you're doing any more this year. It was one simple question.
Yeah.
Okay, so in case you didn't understand it, this guy was asking her when she's going to do another town hall. And she, reacted this way, and then she figured she would turn the camera on.
She got triggered.
Yeah, she would turn the camera on and get this, because this is going to make her look really brave. Berating a gay man in a makeup store for asking when her next town hall is. Yes, that's holding the line.
I do them every year.
Every year.
You want to keep
Are you
going?
gonna do any more this
Do you want
year?
to keep going and
Are you
keep
gonna do-
harassing me?
I'm asking if
You
you're
could
gonna
have
have any more
gone to a
town halls this
dozen
year.
town halls last year.
I asked if you're doing any more this year. It was one simple question.
Yeah.
Are you doing a town
I've
hall
already
this year?
done one. I'll do
Are
plenty
you doing
more.
any more this year? It was a simple question.
You're always invited.
Okay, sweet. Well, look
And
out
by
for
the
an
way,
actual invitation
I
for the
voted
next
for
one.
gay marriage twice.
What does that have to do with
So
me?
I'm just saying, it has to everything to do with you.
Do you think everything about me has to do with gay marriage?
I do,
That's
absolutely.
your first stance when you
Yep.
speak with me?
Absolutely.
There's no other humane
If you want to get in my
conversation you
face
can have
about town
me?
halls, you should have shown up
There's
to
no
one
other
last
humane
year.
thing you can talk about me just saying, oh,
Okay, first of all, if this guy's goal was to get in her face and cause a scene, he'd be filming her. Like,
Right,
he would, if he
exactly.
were trying to antagonize her, "Hey, Nancy, when's your next town hall?" He'd have come up to her with the camera. He clearly is not, does not have a camera.
Nobody even would have known about this if she hadn't filmed it.
Right, nobody would have known. Nobody knows. So if he was doing this to antagonize, he would have had the camera, obviously.
with me?
Absolutely.
There's no other humane
If you want to get in my
conversation you
face
can
about
have
town
me.
halls, you should have shown up
There's
to
no
one
other
last
humane
year.
thing you can talk about me just saying, oh, I support gay marriage.
Yeah,
That's the
because
only
you're
thing you
getting in
have
my
to
face
say.
about a town hall. You
All I
could
did
have
was
gone
ask you one
last year.
simple question from
Would
right
you
over
like
here
me?
is if you have any plans to have more town halls this year.
I have town
That
halls
was one
every year.
question.
I have over a dozen
Okay.
every year.
Great. That was my entire question. You didn't have to go
Yeah.
into the spiel about
You
everything
could
else
have you
want
could
to.
have come to any of them last year.
Okay. And I'm
I had
asking
over a
about this year, not
dozen.
2024. But
Where
for
were you the year
right?
before that?
Okay.
Or the year before that?
It was a simple
Oh,
question. I
because
asked
you know
if
what?
have
Because you
any more
people
that you're
on the
going to
left
this
are
year or not.
crazy.
So I'm
You're
on the left.
absolutely fucking crazy.
I'm absolutely fucking
You are.
crazy.
And get out of my face. Goodbye.
You're insane.
Fuck you.
You're gonna fuck me. You're
Yep.
gonna be voted
Bye.
out so fast this year. I
I'm
can't
not.
wait for you to fucking
I'm
go
not.
into
I
the
won by
dirt.
so much.
You're a disgrace to this state. That's what you are. You're a disgrace. I asked you a simple question, and you just to go on this tirade and tell me "fuck you."
Yeah, fuck you.
fuck
Before
you.
that, or the year before that.
It was a simple
Oh,
question. I
because you
asked
know
if
what?
have
Because
any
you
more that
people
you're
on the
going to
left
this
are
year or not.
crazy.
So I'm
You're
on the left.
absolutely fucking crazy.
I'm absolutely fucking
You are.
crazy.
And get out of my face.
You're insane.
Goodbye.
You're insane.
Fuck you.
You're gonna fuck me. You're
Yep.
gonna be voted
Bye.
out so fast this year. I
I'm
can't
not.
wait for you to fucking
I'm
go
not.
into
I
the
won by
dirt.
so much.
You're a disgrace
Fuck
to the
you.
state. That's what you are. You're a disgrace. I asked you a simple question, and you just to go on this tirade and tell me "fuck you."
Yeah, fuck you.
Disgusting.
Get out of my face.
Fuck you. How about
Get out of my
that?
face.
You're nasty.
Try it again. What's your
You're a
name?
nasty bitch.
What's your name? What's your name?
Fuck me?
Yep, I sure
The
did.
first thing you're gonna say to me is "fuck me" for asking you a
Absolutely.
question?
Get the fuck out of my face.
Fuck you.
Now.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Wow.
You couldn't take me on, baby. Stay the fuck away from me.
She calls him back over. He leaves, and she's like, "Get back
Right.
here and tell me your name." Then he comes back. "Get the fuck out of my face." What a lunatic. What a fucking lunatic. And she posts this as if he's the lunatic. Now, okay, here's how you know how this went. So Colin Rugg, who is, a fairly MAGA-oriented handle. He's not one of the real diehards like the Benny Johnsons and the libs of TikTok and the Eric Doherty. He's not, but he's close. I mean, look, this is Colin Rugg's profile. Co-owner of Trending Politics, investor, American, Cybertruck, right? I mean, he's a right-wing guy. And even he says, Representative Nancy Mace claims a man was harassing her after he asked if she was going to have any town hall events this year, suggests he needs to respect her because she voted for gay marriage. Mind-blowing she posted this. That's right. It is mind-blowing that she posted this and thought that was a good look. Empire of Lies says, "Did you forget to take your medication, you freak? You're an embarrassment to your district, your state, and the House of Representatives. And hopefully next election, you'll be voted out of office. Blakely says harassing your own constituents. Damn, you're a loser. That's right. She turned the camera on and started saying, fuck you, fuck you. Patrick says, do you just fight gay people every day? Don't you have a job? Why are you always fighting with some new gay or lesbian on my timeline? Jesus fucking Christ, do your job and stop being an idiot. But yeah, no, this is her whole brand now, is hold the line. Don't forget, she fired off how many? I forget the exact amount, but it was well over 200 tweets in something like 12 hours about Sarah McBride, the trans
Was it
congresswoman,
200?
about where she went to the bathroom. Yeah, some
You're
insane amount. It was like a tweet every 5 minutes for like 12 hours on average. Yeah, just totally insane. So this is her brand now, is holding the line. And here she is, really, really hogging the camera about this. Figure she'll make hay out of this. She posted a video after the event talking about
with a Schmendrick swinging it in a girl's bathroom.
Exactly, yes. Talking about her new comms director and recapping the experience that she just had.
University of South Carolina, we are doing Turning Point USA tonight. That's Sydney in the back, just got promoted to comms director today, youngest comms director on the Hill. And she was just saying, your first day, when you came work for me last year, your first day of work, what was it?
George Stephanopoulos.
Oh, it was George Stephanopoulos was her first day when she ever worked for me for the very first time. And then today, her first day as comms director is Daisy Duke's day. Yeah, that guy. It's not the first time I've ever used language with people before, and it certainly won't be the last. You don't have the right to harass me. It's not ever going to be okay. And if you want to get in my face, expect it right back, and I will record you, and I will make you famous.
Wow. She's really proud of herself. She was also going on Sean Hannity's show last night, which she teased out. Mr. Daisy Dukes isn't going to like this one. We're going to hold the line. See you tonight on Sean Hannity. There she is, getting ready for her big appearance. And here she is on the Sean Hannity show, recapping. It's funny to hear her explanation next to the B-roll.
Going on behind the scenes, and how did the issue of gay rights come up in that conversation?
Well, right. I just wanted some face wash. That was it. I went to the store. I had a little bit of time to myself on Saturday afternoon, want to go shopping like I do. I'm a normal person. I do my own grocery shopping. And this guy approached me, and I will tell you, I felt threatened. I felt harassed. And I will tell you, as someone who's experienced trauma in her life, and a lot of women will understand what I'm talking about when some guy gets in your face.
Yeah, tell me this is not snowflakeism, wokeism.
That's the language.
Right.
I've experienced trauma in my life. This guy could not be less threatening. Yet you called him out as a gay dude, which, let's face it, she's almost certainly right. You're intimidated by this guy? Like, does this guy seem like somebody who's going to body check you in the store? Really?
Yeah. No, everyone who's not either a Republican or an Israeli can't ever claim to be threatened or traumatized, or have PTSD or can't ever advocate for a safe space for themselves. Only, I guess, Republicans and Israelis have the right to safe spaces. They have the right to be taken seriously when they say they felt threatened, they felt scared. You turn the camera on to film him. If he was all about getting into a confrontation with you, he'd have filmed it. That's the whole point of getting into a confrontation.
Which frankly, as long as he didn't start, physically intimidating you or harassing you. Welcome to show business, sweetheart. You're a public figure. You're a politician. He's a constituent. He has a right to ask you questions.
He has the right to ask you when your town hall is.
These people love to go on about their fucking Boston Tea Party.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Lexington, Concord. Okay, so what do you think that was all about? Right?
Yeah.
Do you think it wasn't the polite kind of tea party?
Well,
maybe they think it was a tea party, cubes of sugar, that kind of thing.
He's also clearly very conscious of the space between him and her. He's clearly making a conscious effort.
He's making sure not to
be
be too close.
He's making sure he's not too close to her. Yes.
Oh, he doesn't want to get sent to CCON.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's hard to stand out in Congress. We do this for a living. And all the time there are stories about Congress people, like we're about to cover the Congress people who went down to El Salvador. I've only heard of one of those Congress people out of 4.
Right.
I only heard of one of them. So I think if you want to promote your brand, for a lot of these Congress people, it's like being a podcaster. You know, they don't really care about being in Congress and serving the public. They care about promoting their brand. You know, that leads to books, that leads to speaking tours.
Exactly.
Once you get out of Congress, you can, if you were a known quantity, you can get onto boards of directors, you can get consultancies, you get lobbying gigs, right? But not if you're a backbencher nobody ever heard of.
Right.
Yeah. So it's career advancement.
Yes, of course. Of course. That is 100% what it is. She's a complete opportunist. Even in this respect, she's really not sincere. And I mean, just imagine the reaction if a Democratic congressperson screamed, "Fuck you."
Oh, yeah.
had a voter for asking when their next town hall was.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And her whole shtick is everything that these anti-woke conservatives claim to hate.
Right.
I've been traumatized. I felt unsafe. This guy?
Right. This
guy?
Yeah.
This guy made you feel unsafe. Come on.
Yeah. No. Just completely ridiculous.
Please clap.